hostel I stayed at last night was called the Appalachian Christian Retreat. Um, really nice place. Really nice place. Really nice proprietors, and family lives upstairs, and hikers are all downstairs. Um, they can serve like 4, maybe another one if you're going to sleep on the ground. There's 4 bunks in the basement there. They served us pancakes and this morning, and it was really nice. Last night I was having dinner with the guy they call the preacher, because he's kind of a preacher, and he said, I can fix your soul. And I'm like, oh? And he did. He glued my soles back on my shoes. They were falling off. So that was great. Somebody left a chair out here. So I fell down like twice yesterday, and really kind of hurt my knee. It was bleeding and swollen, and it's a little sore today. The last time I fell down, I said, oh God, I really need your help. And it was like a few hours later, I met the preacher. You come across these, in the last couple of days, I come across these old walls quite a bit. And I talked to somebody, I'll turn this around. I talked to somebody who had met a historian who was touring somewhere, I'm not sure where, along the trail here. And the historian said, you know, at one point, the East Coast, the northeast, was all logged out, and these trees weren't here. These were all just fields and fields and fields, as far as you could see. And because of that, they, I mean, the people that lived here, they were farmers, and they had all these rocks in their property, so they, you know, stacked the rocks up along the edge of the of their property. I was wondering if it was somewhere I ran into some walls, and they were supposedly there from the Civil War, but the Civil War didn't. Battles weren't fought this far north, and so I was curious why all the walls, and because they're out, you know, in the middle of the forest. Anyway, that's why. This didn't all used to be forest. It used to be farmlands, fields, pastures. Been hiking along. It's been pretty nice. Nice trail. Coming along here, and there's these things. That means you're going to turn left. So I look to the left, and I can't find the trail. And I'm like, what? And there it is, up there. It's going up that rock scramble. Love these. This is kind of a famous boardwalk, famous as far as AT thru hiker YouTubers are concerned. I think it's like a mile long. Which means for the next mile there'll be absolutely no rocks. No rocks at all. Not a single rock. No rocks. Hallelujah. Just flat. Flat as a board. It's been really dry. I wonder what it's like normally. I don't see any water on the sides. Looks like people have walked through it. Maybe animals. But wet enough for cattails. Wonder how many people fall off. Looks like a passing lane. It is incredibly hot today. It's in the high 90s. And there's no shade. No shade for a mile. I'm not sitting down. It's too hot. No shade. I was wrong. There is some shade. Oh, we're done. I was wrong. We're not done. There's some water. Something swimming around down there. Not sure if I'm getting him on the camera. Yeah, I was skeptical this was going to be a mile, but it's going to be a mile, I'm sure. Let's see how bouncy this is. Oh, this one's really not that bouncy. I like them when they're bouncy. In 4 minutes, I'm told there's a restaurant with air conditioning, so I don't know what to believe, but that's where I'm going, if it's there. All right, it's been 2 minutes. I don't see where there could possibly be a restaurant. This is the one tripping hazard I've seen. Okay, so I got my map out, and I must have misheard 4 minutes. It's about a mile yet to the road crossing where this is all supposed to be at. I'm guessing he said 40, and my bad hearing and my desire for lunch made that 40 into 4 minutes. Do not approach the cows. Okay. I think I would normally go here, but it's really hot out. And across the street is air conditioning. Okay, some of the first through hikers here tonight. Through hikers get to put their tent here and watch 3 double features at a drive-in movie theater. We also have to rent the radios, but they're up on the hill, so it's kind of fun. Gonna see the new Superman movie. It rained last night. You can sort of see the humidity. It's gonna be a hot one today. This is what our group tent site looked like. Well, somewhere I transitioned to being in New York from New Jersey. I don't know where. I didn't see the marking on the ground that said this is where it happens. So I just am. I'm in New York. I think permanent, or for the time being. I was traveling back and forth between the border of New Jersey and New York for a while, but I think now it's just New York. Yeah. Just climbed around here. Now it goes down there. The trail in New York is quite a bit different than New Jersey. The demarcation was really right at the state boundary. It was partially the trail it's wilder, it's narrower, it's steeper. This is going to be fun, but it's a hot, tough day. So this is my first glimpse of the rebar that gets implanted in the cliff sides so that you can climb them. I know I saw one or two before, but this is the first time I've seen a whole bunch. So New York is surprising. These trails. I mean, it's just granite. And if you don't pay attention or see the cairns, you're gonna be lost. Nice to get off that ridge. That ridge was going for the last couple miles. Whew. Shade. Gotta climb that. This is what the ridge walks are like in New York. Wow, very much different than any part of the trail that I've been on so far. Wish it wasn't 90, 95, whatever. More of these walls. Old farm pasture. Now it's just abandoned, and trees are coming back. Can't imagine cows climbing around on these hills trying to eat the grass. I don't think they would have grown crops up here. And another wall. It's only like 100 yards from the other one. I cannot believe people climbed up here, picked up these rocks, dragged them off to the side of their pasture or whatever this was, and stacked them up. That would have been a lot of work. I mean, it's really extensive because I got another 100 yards. There's one. There's another one. There's another one. They go all the way, down the mountain here. Tons, literally tons of rocks incorporated into these fences. Something to remember.